board-certified emergency medicine physician, as well as a nationally ranked master's Olympic lifter. And I'm here today with my friend and colleague.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Jarrett Michael Burns. I'm also a board-certified emergency physician, as well as a board-certified medical toxicologist.
Which makes him super smart. All right, today we are going to be reviewing creatine monohydrate, and it is a supplement that is getting tons and tons of press. There are so many people using it, so many people talking about it. We really wanted to go and get into a little bit of detail and hopefully give you some information that maybe you didn't know about it, and to give you the information you need to make a good choice as to whether or not it's something for you. So,
creatine, what do we know about it? It's an amino acid. It's actually produced in our bodies, in the liver, the kidneys, and the pancreas, but it can be taken as a supplement. Once it's in the body, it gets phosphorylated and becomes creatine phosphate, which actually gets incorporated into ATP, and ATP is energy for our cells. It gets into our skeletal muscle cells, so makes us big and strong.
So the use of creatine has a really wide application, everywhere from our heavy power lifters all the way to our sprinters. I guess the question is, does this work? Does it work? There has been quite a bit of research, and one of the biggest societies that looks into sports nutrition and sports supplements, the International Society of Sports Nutrition, is actually a supporter.
It's true. It's actually probably one of the most common, most popular supplements out there, and I think it's one of the only ones that people have gone out on a limb and said are actually both safe and effective. It works. So what exactly does it do? They think that it helps to build muscle mass, especially helps with people that are high-intensity, short burst trainers, people like sprinters, cyclists, weightlifters, and I think that they've talked about actually building body mass, and we'll get a little bit more into that as well.
Yeah, so some of the things that they talk about are, one, how to utilize it best. And for us, the way you're going to utilize it is how the studies were done. So you use 0.3 grams per kilogram per day, anywhere between 3 and 5 days. That's what we call a loading dose. You need that to sort of like get your body into where it needs to be, to then 5 milligrams to 10 milligrams a day, as long as you want. Now, there's some controversy around it as to whether or not you need to have a loading phase. Some people say, yeah, you don't really need a loading phase, except what happens is that you need a longer time to assimilate it and to utilize it. Right now, this product that we're looking at is from Bulk Supplements, one of the better brands out there in terms of purity testing. And it is basically creatine monohydrate, and it is 5 milligram per 5 ml serving. So we're going to take some out, take a look at what it does when you dissolve it in some water. It really doesn't have to be mixed into water, but what I like to do is I like to show you what it's going to kind of be like.
It doesn't smell too bad.
Doesn't smell too bad. All right, so we got some plain water here. I've got a teaspoon. I'm going to get some of this stuff. It's pretty fluffy in here. And only the best here. We've got wine glasses. We drink our supplements out of wine glasses. And you can see it's got a little bit of grittiness to it, but it overall dissolves pretty well. And Jarrett's going to taste it, actually.
Delicious.
Yeah.
A little gritty, not too bad.
Doesn't have much flavor. This one is non-flavored. I literally ripped into it and started using it. So I have a lot of bias, unfortunately, with this product because I have used it. I will tell you that I thought it definitely affected my lifting, and just mixed them together and drank it. I did a loading phase and I did a maintenance phase, and I thought it did well. So I think the research pretty much shows that it's beneficial, and I think that my own research for taking it can say that I thought I tolerated it well, didn't get much GI upset. Now, side effects. We should talk about that real quick.
So major side effects, a lot of things that you're going to read about are, like you said, GI side effects, abdominal cramping, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. There's been some speculation about both kidney and liver injury. However, none of that has been substantiated. There is weight gain. People talk about weight gain and whether or not that's actually just from water retention versus is that actually protein and mass increase of the muscle. And then muscle cramps, again, is more anecdotal. I will say that some studies have shown that with your kidneys, taking creatine will increase the amount of creatinine, which is a breakdown product, that you pee out, which will also, in turn, raise your serum or your blood creatinine levels, which is somewhat indicative of kidney dysfunction. So they do recommend that if you have underlying kidney dysfunction, that this may not be the best supplement for you to take. But again, nothing's really ever shown to be true, lead somebody to kidney failure or dialysis, per se.
We're going to rate it in just a minute, but I always want to start with a statement, and that is that if you're a professional athlete, please check with your own professional standards before taking any supplements. All right, down to the ratings. Is it a worm or is it an apple? Dun, dun, dun. 2 apples. All right. Thank you guys for watching.
And guys, if you want any more questions answered about this product or other ones, please check out both our Facebook page and our Instagram right here on the screen.
Bye guys.